Through you, Mr. Mayor, it appears that our live streaming is back up and going. I don't believe you received the question, got it yet because you've already done it at the beginning of the meeting. So we are back and rise. I have a motion put forth by Councillor Niznik, seconded by Councillor Kerr. Be it resolved that council adjourn the in-camera session and do now rise with report. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion from council in open session? See none, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. This vote begins with Councillor Wink.
Yes.
Councillor Eckert.
Yes.
Councillor Hildebrandt.
Yes.
Councillor Kerr.
Yes.
Councillor Niznik.
Yes.
Councillor Olson.
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That carries. Mr. Mayor, I have a motion put forth by Councillor Wink, seconded by Councillor Hildebrandt. Be it resolved that the Chief Administrative Officer be and is hereby authorized to undertake the directions provided during the in-camera meeting of January 30th, 2023. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Okay, any discussion from council? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
The vote begins with Councillor Eckert.
Yes.
Councillor Hildebrandt.
Yes.
Councillor Kerr.
Yes.
Councillor Niznik.
Yes.
Councillor Olson.
Yes.
Councillor Wink.
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That carries. To you, Mr. Mayor, we're now on the appointments to advisory committees and external applications. To you, Mr. Mayor, I have a motion put forth by Councillor Eckert, seconded by moved by Councillor Niznik, seconded by Councillor Hildebrandt. Be it resolved that council appoint the following individuals to the Agricultural Advisory Committee: Dan DeVries, John Langendunen, Joyce Sonneville, Louis Dam, Sherry Russian, Sandra Farnay, and Doug Wilson, and the council representative is Councillor Kevin Kerr. To you, my apologies, and that the council direct the town clerk to prepare and present the necessary appointment bylaws at the next following council meeting, which will be the second one in February, as we're releasing the agenda tomorrow. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Thank you. Any discussion on the Agricultural Advisory Committee and the appointees? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. The vote begins with Councillor Hildebrandt.
Yes.
Councillor Olson.
Yes.
Councillor Wink.
Yes.
Councillor Kerr.
Yes.
Councillor Niznik.
Yes.
Councillor Eckert.
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That carries. Our next board is the Livestock Valuer and Pound Keeper. Be it resolved that council appoint the following individuals to the Livestock Valuer and Pound Keeper. 1, Mike Tucker. 2, Mayor Marvin Junkin, and that council direct the town clerk to prepare and present the necessary appointment bylaw to the following meeting of council. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Thank you. Any discussion on livestock evaluator? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. And that's being put forth by Councillor Eckert and seconded by Councillor Niznik. The vote begins with Councillor Olson.
Yes.
Councillor Wink.
Yes.
Councillor Kerr.
Yes.
Councillor Niznik.
Yes.
Councillor Eckert.
Yes.
Councillor Hildebrandt.
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That does carry. The next for consideration is the Pelham Finance and Audit Committee. I have a motion put forth by Councillor Eckert, seconded by Councillor Niznik. Be it resolved that the council appoint the following individuals to the Pelham Finance and Audit Advisory Committee. 1, Bill Crum. 2, Carolyn Mame. 3, Michael Condon. For the council representatives, it is Councillor Eckert, Councillor Wink, and Councillor Olson, and that council direct the town clerk to prepare and present the necessary appointment bylaws at the following meeting of council. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Thank you. Any discussion on the Finance and Audit Committee appointees? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. The vote begins with Councillor Wink.
Yes.
Councillor Kerr.
Yes.
Councillor Niznik.
Yes.
Councillor Eckert.
Yes.
Councillor Hildebrandt.
Yes.
Councillor Olson.
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That does carry. To you, Mr. Mayor, I have a motion put forth by Counselor Olson, seconded by Counselor Kerr. Be it resolved that council appoint the following individuals to the Pelham Seniors Advisory Committee. Alan Brown, Anthony Ferreira, Bill McInery, Lynn Reynolds, Patrick O'Hara, Randy Ganarthan, and the council representative is Counselor Niznik. To you, and that council direct the clerk to prepare and present the necessary appointment bylaws at the following council meeting. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Thank you. Any discussion on the appointees of this committee? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
The vote begins with Counselor Wink,
Yes.
Counselor Kerr,
Yes.
Counselor Niznik,
yes,
Counselor Eckert,
Yes.
Counselor Hildebrandt,
Yes.
Counselor Olson,
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That carries. Mr. Mayor, with respect to the Airport Commission, be resolved that council appoint the following member of council to the Niagara Central Dorothy Rangeling Airport Commission, and that would be Counselor Kerr. And this is being moved by Counselor Hildebrandt and seconded by Counselor Wink. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Okay, any discussion on Counselor Kerr being appointed our representative on the Airport Commission? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. The vote begins with Counselor Niznik,
yes,
Counselor Eckert,
Yes.
Counselor Hildebrandt,
Yes.
Counselor Olson,
Yes.
Counselor Wink,
Yes.
Counselor Kerr,
Yes.
Mayor Duncan.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That does carry. To you, Mr. Mayor, we're now on the confirming bylaw, and I do have a motion put forth by Counselor Wink, seconded by Counselor Hildebrandt, to be it resolved that the following bylaw be ready for a second and third time pass, being bylaw number 11, 2023, to adopt, ratify, and confirm the proceedings of council of the town of Pelham at its regular meeting held on the 30th day of January, 2023. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Okay, any further discussion from members of council? Not seeing any?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The vote begins with Counselor Eckert,
Yes.
Counselor Hildebrandt,
Yes.
Counselor Olson,
Yes.
Counselor Wink,
Yes.
Counselor Kerr,
Yes.
Counselor Niznik,
yes,
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That does carry. Mr. Mayor, I have a motion which is put forth by Counselor Olson, seconded by Counselor Eckert. Be it resolved that this regular meeting of council be adjourned until the next regular meeting of council scheduled for February 6th, 2023 at 5:30 p.m. To you, Mr. Mayor, for any discussion.
Thank you. Any further discussion from any member of council? Not seeing any, Madam Clerk?
Thank you. The vote begins with Counselor Hildebrandt,
Yes.
Counselor Olson,
Yes.
Counselor Wink,
Yes.
Counselor Kerr,
Yes.
Counselor Niznik,
yes,
Counselor Eckert,
Yes.
Mayor Junkin.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It is 9:45 and you can gavel out your meeting.
And just one question before I do, council at the meeting. I've spent the last 3 or 4 hours in the CAO's chair. Do we get to swap paychecks now?